Welcome to Insights into Success, where with your host Paul Dodds, we hope to educate, inspire and motivate you to achieve your own personal success. We talk to guests from all around the world from a variety of walks of life to hear the realities of their own journey to success. What challenges have they faced? How have they coped with failure? And what have been the keys or will be the keys to their own success? In our Read to Succeed interviews, we talk books that have inspired our guests, and for some, they share their secrets to marketing success. Join us as we give you insights into success. All right, well, welcome to Read to Succeed. We're today with our guest is Mickie Kennedy, who recently was in our Insights into Success interview as well. He's very kindly agreed to stay on and share with us one of his books that he's read that has really resonated for him and has really given him some inspiration in his life. So, Mickie, do you want to take over and tell us what is the book, who wrote it, what's it about, and what is it that has really resonated for you?
Sure. So the book is the 80-20 Sales and Marketing. It's by Perry Marshall. And if you're aware of the Pareto principle, it's basically the Pareto principle applied to your business. It says sales and marketing, but it's like really all aspects of your business. And if you look at your business through the lens of 80-20, are there areas where you find yourself caught up in customer service? 80% of your customer service issues are involving 20% of your customers. And if you remove those 20% of your customers, it frees up all this time and energy that you could be spent elsewhere. And if you look at where you're spending money most effectively, are you wasting money in other avenues that you just haven't been able to make work? So it's basically about refining the paths that are working in your business, realizing where the obstacles and bottlenecks are and eliminating them or fixing them.
So it seems to me, if I'm talking to you in the previous interview, that I'm not sure if you were originally like this, but you've really become quite analytical. I mean, we talked about the A and B testing, and now we're talking about this book. You really have an analytical approach to business.
It is, and it wasn't a skill set I had early on. It's one of the muscles that I've developed over the last 20 years, and I find it intriguing, interesting, and it's something that I've just gotten really good at over time of being analytical about things, trusting the numbers, letting the research speak for itself, and just staying out of the way and observing.
So it strikes me, though, that probably in the early days, that would be quite hard work because it really requires a bit of discipline to do that. And unless you're already of that mindset, that it would take a bit of a change.
It was very hard in the beginning. I had met a friend in a marketing group that I was in, and I was able to lean on him. And I used to call him 3 or 4 times a week and talk to him about, oh my God, this ad campaign on Google doesn't look like it's working. We should kill it, blah. And he'd go, statistically, it's gotten 27 clicks. That's not any statistical relevance. And so he helped me decipher it and figure stuff out and understand what a proper test is, how many conversions you need to have, how many clicks, what the conversion rate is, and before you can make a decision. I used to be a lot more emotional looking at spend and stuff like that. And now I look at it mathematically and realize that, if you got 2 campaigns running simultaneously, one has 40 conversions, the other one has 30, you're like, oh, the first one's so much better, but it may not be because it's only 40 and 30 conversions. You really probably need at least 100 for it to be statistically relevant.
Yeah. All right. So that book really sounds like you've not only enjoyed it, but you've really integrated it into your business life, and it's been a real benefit for you.
Absolutely.
And in terms of reading, what's your style of reading? Do you like books, a physical book, Kindle/Kobo, audiobook? What's your preference?
For nonfiction, I prefer audiobooks, but for poetry and creative writing, I prefer the actual book.
And for you, how often would you read?
I read Some poetry 2 or 3 times a week. Audiobooks probably 1 or 2 a month. And I do occasionally consume magazines like Fast Company, Entrepreneur Magazine, Inc., and publications like that.
And for you, like in terms of your reading, is it a mix of for business purposes and pleasure? What's the split?
I would say probably time-wise, it's probably evenly split. The amount of hours that I read poetry compared to the hours I listen to an audiobook or read a business magazine or something like that.
Right. And when you're talking non-poetry, do you read or listen to fiction, non-fiction, autobiographies?
Mostly nonfiction, usually business books that have been recommended to me.
Right. And what about biographies or autobiographies? Is that an area of interest, or?
It really isn't. I don't know why, but I haven't. I think the last one I tried was a huge Steve Jobs one, and I just couldn't get through it. So
Right.
I just realized that I have a lot of half read, half listened to audiobooks that are biographies. So I've just avoided it from that point onward.
And why audiobooks? What do you like about them?
It's something that I can listen to while I'm at the gym or doing something else, like it's physical. And so I feel like it's an opportunity where I couldn't sit and read, but it's more productive than just listening to music.
Right. All right. Well, thank you very much. Short and sweet, but that's what it's all about with Read to Succeed. The whole idea with it is just really to encourage people to read. I think it's a great way to learn and expand your horizons. And I don't know about you, but I believe that every day we need to be trying to learn more. And reading is just one of the avenues in which we can do that.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for your time. Thanks, Mickie.
You're welcome.